Alright. Now, let's check the notes. So, Scarlet Ocarina. Didn't complete, but we completed it. Sister Daisy still Find Daisy. None of those are not passed, so good. Speak to the boys. They say stuff. They fight to each other. He says we should go see the doctor. And let us know we're 200 years, a couple hundred years in the future. And then they leave us. What was what, Mr. Seb? Oh, we're 200 years in the future now. Or, not 200, a few hundred, or something like that. The lady after you beat the boss is like you passed the trial, we'll never see her again. And those boys say we should go into town and see the doctor. And the last time there was a big beast around here was hundreds of years ago. And our quest had failed because you can't go find the guys that did quests if you're dead. But luckily, there was an autosave at the catacomb, so I was able to go back to past time. And, oh, he attacked good. And we'll do the quest, and then we went back to... Yeah, but strangely enough, the same enemies are still there. Oh, we can't get up there. No. Triple jump, maybe. And you checked your notes, good. I just want... Let's get recovery rate. Schrodinger's notes. I'm going to use an owl here, because I don't want to... I wish you could use them from here. I just don't want it on the bar. Because I want to accidentally use it, because I have done that before. Oh wow, and he's down in the tree again? I wonder if we can get him to... shoot the fire arrow. I wonder if we're going to get the kill for this. So it doesn't seem like he's got that many hit points after he's... when he's not looking at you. I'll try the bird spell. They do 6 damage each. I mean, not bad for a nice little range spell, hey, I guess. Can't do it from range. From air. It feels like the map's almost identical, right? Yeah, I can't teleport anywhere. Alright, so we're back to where we were a couple hours ago. Alright, I wonder if we can go straight into town. So here's the question. Should we go straight into town, or should we go exploring around down here? I guess we just go straight into town, right? His name's Summer. It's been a while since I've seen you. What brings you here? Are you investigating the plague? Plague? I don't know about any plague. That's strange. I heard from that you were coming back to investigate the plague. Anyway, you should head into town. Maybe you can help anyway. I once passed a village during an outbreak. Unburied bodies rotting in the open air. That smell, goddess, that horrible smell. Could smell it everywhere. Sorry, just time. Idanea's shop is still Idanea's shop. Interesting. Hey, some ollies. There's supposed to be a gatehouse there? Pestle. Have you heard the tale of the gate outpost? I remember someone told me when I was a boy that the gate outpost is haunted. Long ago, drunk guard fell from the tower and died. Ever since, his ghost has been trapped. Whenever someone sees him, he asks, "Where is my helmet?" But he's not just missing his helmet, his entire head is missing. I wanted to be a guard because of stories like that. I love those stories. I don't remember who told me the story, though. Maybe it was Winter. Well, that was unsettling. Do you know anything about the plague? Oh, the plague's tale. Not scary enough for me to remember. Okay. So clearly that was the guard that we got in. Remember his stinky helmet? Just might mean I'm just looking for loot. Alice, this gate outpost has a long history and we are proud to serve here, but the working environment is terrible. Terrible? Looks just fine. The history of the Vigilance is much longer than ours, right? Yeah, I don't know. There's something about needing to keep manually talk to NPCs again and again just to exhaust dialogue, which really irks me. We meet again. I mean, she just must be really old. Oh, you got caltrops now, don't you? Isidora's still. Hello, Vigilant. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Isidora, the manager. If there's anything you want to keep safely with me, I have ways of keeping it safe. Wait, we've already spoken. Yep, she's still got our stuff. Cool. Smithy's the same? Oh, it's you. While you're here, take a look around. This door is locked. Wait, what? It's Daisy. Leila. The brothers weren't lying. It really is you. Oh, parallel universe, maybe? It's me, Daisy. You don't recognize me? Daisy? Hey, look at me, huh? I'm not a little girl anymore. I'm a pretty lady now. The Savage brothers told me they met a Vigilant with outside of town. They met a Vigilant with outside of town, so I guessed it was you. Where did the professor go? Are you hurt? The brothers mentioned you seem confused. I'm always here in town. I can't go anywhere because the plague has gotten so bad. I still can't believe it's you, but I have to go back to work. You can find me at the asylum. The doctor will be there too. Okay, find Daisy. We did that. Find the doctor. Find the doctor in the asylum, talk to Daisy in the asylum. Smells fishy. And town is different. There wasn't a down at the original town. That door is locked. Okay, we've got the tavern. Yeah, it feels like I think the professor's the doctor now. And she's the same girl. Lillian. Well, look who it is. Last time I saw you, you were a little girl. I thought we met recently. What are you talking about? It's been years since you left. Wow, what a beauty. Come sit at the table, please. I'm Fisher, the richest man in Maye. I love jewellery and fine wines, and now I'm owning and mining the brewing industries in the area. I'm a self-made man, you know. I heard there was an accident in the mine. It isn't a big deal if I lose some people. I wouldn't be surprised if the plague came from there. I wouldn't doubt anything came out of that hellhole. I just hope the infected miners stay there and die instead of bringing that poison here. Hey girlie, don't go. Stay with me. Get you anything you want. I'm rich. A lot of miners died in the accident. It takes so much money to recruit new labourers. It's not worth it for now. He's a bit of a jerk. Oh, we've got to make sure we exhaust talk to everyone. All the good customers are gone. Why did the cheap ones last longer? Want some apple cider? Yeah. No, actually. Gorgeous candlestick, eh? Just rob the place while we're here. I hated the sea, so I quit being a sailor. There's nothing worse than the sea. It looks so peaceful, but you can't imagine how many lives it takes. Hang on, but the dude with the that was looking for his helmet, we did that. So unless, you know what I mean? So how did that? If that happened years ago, Like, we gave him his helmet. He was looking... Hated sea, so I quit being a sailor. There's nothing worse than the sea. Looks so peaceful, you can't imagine how many lives it's taken. I don't want to go any near the flooded area. The town is much safer. Hey, can I get another pint? I would have never gotten aboard if I hadn't needed the money. Alright, he's just drunkenly rambling. Is this like merged into a hotel? We'll go check that out in a minute. I want to make sure we do all of the tavern first. Due to the monsters, postal service has been cancelled for a very long time. I keep this letter with me. It's a piece of the puzzle. If you threw this draft into the sea, how far would it float? Would it make it to the other side? True unlikely. Can you help me? See, I'm trapped here right now. Yes. Fine, I can do that for you. Very much. Throw it from the bunk in the flooded area. It shouldn't be difficult. Okay. Do you hear about what happened in the mine? Everyone keeps calling it an accident, but I'm not convinced. How so? Apparently, some of the men there were transformed into monsters. By the goddess, do you think there are survivors? How should I know? Wait, you're not thinking of going there? The mine is far from here. It'd be hard to find without a guide. Don't go in danger, just sit down and have a drink. The number of patients in the asylum is growing. The doctor can't manage alone anymore. Fortunately, we still have a doctor and his assistant. With people so dedicated to helping others, there's still hope left. I was scared of the dark when I was a little girl. Calm me down, my mom would tell me stories about bears. I'd never seen a real bear before, but I heard some live in the depressing forest, so I asked the Hunter brothers to take me to see one. Then did you see any? I don't like bears anymore. It was terrifying. Nobody lives in the room downstairs, but you can sometimes hear someone down there swearing loudly. Portrait of Scholar Woods. And did we get a note or something? Famous geographer, his most distinguished works are those dealing with monks, the mysterious island of Asmaroth. Door is locked. Really? I still don't feel well. I should go back to the asylum and get more medicine. But there's too many sick people there. Kind lady, I've been hungry for many days. Can you please spare some coins for food? Yes. Here you are, have a meal. You are so kind, like the girl from the shelter. Girl from the shelter? Do you mean the asylum? She just came from town and offered me food. I can't remember her name, but she was kind. I don't think I've ever seen her before, but I'm not sure. So tired. Oh, we got notes. Happy accident. Found a painting in room 237. Maybe someone is looking for it. The doctor. Throw the message bottle. Gave Drew some money. I should visit him later. Okay. Oh, that looks cool. Oh, look, a gatekeeper. Okay, that's the asylum. Let's, there's a dude here first. Have you heard about the mining accident? My brother Pierre works there. I hope he's okay. Can anyone help my brother out of that damned mine? Is praying in the Shimmer Church really enough? Mine. Have you heard about the mining accident? My brother Pierre works there. I hope he's okay. Notes. Rescue survivors. Clay's request. Find Clay's brother in the mine. Alright, so that's probably heading out of town. Wait. Painter's Cottage. Do you understand art? Art can give us the most beautiful moments of our depraved lives. I've painted many masterpieces, but 7 of them were lost during my travels. Would you be able to find them? Yes. I would like to thank you in the name of the goddess of art, but no mortal has the right to speak for them, so I will simply thank you for myself. My wonderful paintings! Imagination is more important than knowledge. Notes updated. Found painting in room 237. Maybe someone look. Okay. Well, my painting's gone. I don't make mistakes, just happy accidents. Just happy little accidents? Wow, dude, your place is flooded, mate. Portrait of Lady Katniss. Is that one of his paintings? He lost it in his own basement? My wonderful paintings! So a well-spent day brings happy sleep, so life used to bring happy death. Is there another painting lost up here? Dab hand ring. Wait, okay, where's the... Stamina cost. What do you reckon stamina cost is? Oh, that's the... Do we want money? We've probably got enough money. I can get rid of the money drop ring. And we'll put the stamina cost. I don't think we really need extra stamina. It feels like we usually have enough. Alright, so we've got to find 5 more paintings. I don't think I want to leave town yet. I'm pretty sure that's going to head out of town. Yeah. So I'm going to go down those stairs and see what we have going for us. Should lead back to the asylum or maybe speak to someone else. So there's 2 different doors into the asylum. I used to be so healthy, but I haven't been well recently. It's because I'm getting old. Now they say there's a plague. Have you tried just not being old, forehead? So cold. I need to throw up. Hungry. Cold. I thought I fainted. I was so hungry. Was that an earthquake? Did it come from the cave? Yeah, the stamina cost be the different moves and stuff. Okay, let's speak to Daisy first. Good to see you here, Leila. The scholar, Dawn, sent me a message. She said there's some medicine reserves at her place. We need it badly, but I can't leave right now. Do me a favour and bring us the medicine, please, Leila? Of course I can. Will it help with the plague? I don't really know. If you want to learn more, you should ask the doctor directly. He's always on the 2nd floor with his research. I remember your to-do list, Daisy. I got you the items from it. But the blouse is covered in blood. Blood? He said that I could help you That doesn't matter. I deal with much worse in the asylum, and I'll take care of it. By the way, this is my homemade headdress. Isn't it pretty? It will bring you good luck. Take this, Leila. The colour is so... What is this? Haha, I don't know either. The doctor asked me to dump it. Daisy's special drink? You have the medicine? Doctor's working so hard I can barely see him eat or sleep. I hate seeing him overwork like this. It's awful. Oh, make sure that's the last thing. No, okay. The remnant of the ancient gatekeeper used to create poison explosion. Daisy's drink with the smell of pepper mixed with almond. Interesting. What else did Daisy give us? It's like a headpiece? I don't know. Notes. Fetch quest now. Find Dawn in the village. We found Dawn. She's outside. Let's speak to Isabella. Cough, cough! Isabella, are you alright? I'm sick. Daisy's been taking care of me, but how do you know my name, miss? We met outside, don't you remember? Outside sounds like a wonderful dream. If I recover, will Daddy come back? I want to pick flowers again. My throat is burning. I want to drink something. Daisy said she would give me a special drink. Do you mean this drink? Daisy gave me one too. Yes, that's it. It smells like flowers. I miss flowers. Then you can have it, but don't drink it too quickly. This isn't just any drink. This is medicine. Daisy told me it's magic. I'll tell you a secret. Every time Booth sleeps, Daisy sneaks in and shakes his bed. It's hilarious. Booth has a mental condition called glass syndrome. He thinks his body is fragile like glass, so he hides in his bed every day. It's funny, right? Do you believe in reincarnation, sis? I've heard such things before, but... if we could only return to the old times. I mean, such ancient times we might see our past life. Only a daydream, but an interesting one, right? Okay. So what happened in the notes there? More miscellaneous quests. Find doctor, draft bottle, homeless, and errands. Alright, we've got to find Dawn, who was just out here. No, that's Maul. Dawn was down here, right? That's Anne. Where was Dawn? Was Dawn for village or town? Oh, Dawn's in the village, not in town. Okay, we'll do that later. My bad. Daisy's a pretty good girl. She took care of me. I wouldn't have survived without her. I'm sure someone was shaking my bed the other night. Was another patient? Don't know if they could fall out of bed. I could shatter into a million pieces. So tired. Did you see someone suspicious recently? Oh, it's a plague doctor. Leila, Daisy has spoken of you. You haven't been home for a long time. This is the first time she's smiled since the plague broke out. Tell me about the plague. What's happening? 20 years ago, a flood destroyed the whole dock, and now the flooded area teems with weird creature from the depths. Perhaps the plague came from them. Long night gone, bright light come. Bathe me, please, O radiant sun. What did you just do to me? Any progress in your investigation? Maybe it's a heal. That Plague Doctor mask is cool. Whoa, no, freak. Okay. So we can go say the flooded area. I wonder if the flooded area is out the front or out the back. The other option is to go find... So we can go under the Maye Bridge. Let's go find Dawn in the village, since that's probably the only thing that with an actual... Will you see that? Ancient seal. Come find me on the outskirts of Maye. Hilda. Oh, that must have been left there for us, okay. That's the artist's cottage, wasn't it? Painter's cottage. The Bondage Cape. Aldo, don't you think we should go and help the civilians during this outbreak instead of just sitting at this outpost? We have to stay here. It lessens the spread of the plague. But we're still in town, technically. Isn't it dangerous for us to be here at all? The plague could be from the flooded area, Buffonet Lake, or the mine. Who knows? Have you investigated these areas? Not yet, but I will. Hey, the famous Vigilant sister of Daisy. And you are? I won't waste your time. I'm Hilda. That's all you need to know. I don't know much about you either, but I came to tell you to be careful about trusting people who seem too good. They may not be so pleasant on the inside. Should I trust someone as suspicious as you? You tell it like it is. I like the honesty. I'll take this with you. My appearance is important to me, so I really don't want to hold on to something so hideous. An eyeball? Weird, I know. You'll like it, though. Find me at the Miner's Path by the broken bridge if you want to speak again. Ormond's favourite invention, though not very useful in combat, it can be used to investigate the environment beyond your vision. Oh, that's cool. Hilda gave me a strange band of eyeballs, more riddles. Meet again by the broken bridge at Miner's Path. That's really cool. Yeah, grapevines. Especially for looking down holes, like... Oh, that explosion though, you know, the... Okay, so we can't go out the village that way yet. Let's have a look in Bruner's house. Paul and Vincent's home, hey? Dynamite! Oh, did you think there was a slidey hole in there? It's funny when you slide to the wall, you keep sliding. The mill. Let me tell you something, young one. Do not take advantage of others. You may get something cheaper somewhere else, but cheap garbage is still garbage. Never buy cheap feed, and if the fence can't protect your chickens from monsters, just keep them in your home. The chickens are all safe so far. They might outlive us all. Have you heard of the leopard cat? It's a very cute animal, but it hunts chickens. Ba 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 ba. Tequila. This goes back to the bottom near the asylum, does it? Maye Hall Square. Okay, we'll check that out. We'll come back here and check that out later. I'm going to check the rest of the village out first before we head back to Maytown. Portrait of Duke Stewart. What were you using to get them to bind? Or attempting to get them to bind? Dawn time. Oh, there's the brothers. Ah, finally. So close. What just happened? Thomas wanted to hunt for treasure in the flood area, but then we were attacked by all these monsters. We ran around and finally ended up back here. Don't interrupt when I'm talking, Thomas. I'm afraid you'll make her feel sick and she'll have to go to the doctor again. You're an asshole, Thomas. I feel ill. I talk to Akio too much. I'll talk to you later. Shipwrecks in the flood area like a maze. Even if there is treasure in there, I won't go back. Did you hear about the plague? It's terrible. I don't know much about it. Some people say it's caused by the water, some say from the dirt. I don't know what to believe. It's dangerous to go further. Please be careful. Well, you're interested in more stories. Did you ever hear about the flooded area? It was a bustling dock once, and in the summer, I would spend happy days there, but then the flood came and so many died. People claim they're hearing and screaming coming from abandoned building in the flood area. Don't be like those two fools that go searching for ghosts. Bad things happen to fools. Okay. Breadcrumbs didn't work out. That's a shame. Sounded really good, like a good idea though. Right, so we'll go back that way at some point. Let's go see Dawn. Sorry, I don't have time for you right now. Stop messing around and take this to Maye Hall, please. Deliver it to Carlos. He knows what to do with it. Sure, but Daisy told me you'd have medicine for the asylum and... You came here because Daisy asked you to take medicine. Should I waste time explaining everything in detail? Fine, now if you could listen to me more than not at all, you would learn that my request and your concern are one and the same. Deliver this to Carlos. He will prepare the medicine. Why are you still here? Do you not know how to get there? Go west until you arrive at the mill. There'll be a path in the house to the hall. If that's too hard for you, you can go from the road below Maye. Does that all make sense? Why do I always have to tell people everything the same too many times? I like her. She gets frustrated by simpletons. Why don't you have a painting for me to steal? Yeah, it sounds like it's worth another crack, I agree. Okay, so I've got another painting. Bring the unknown power to Carlos in Maye Hall. That's it, okay. Hello, madam. You don't look like the other folks around here. I am a Vigilant. Wow, Vigilant. So you hunt monsters. Can you help me? I was living outside of the village close to the harbour and I escaped the floods came, but I lost all of my family. The place was destroyed. I don't want to see it ever again. Can you find the jewellery box in the cellar of my old home? Yes. Thank you. It's a house on the outskirts of the harbour. There should be a wooden cart laid in front of the door. The streets used to be so lively. I miss it. Another quest. Bonfire, it really doesn't matter if you agree or not to try this dinner of yours for yourself once again. The chat has spoken, so I guess you just must. Right. Report in once you've made better eggplant meatballs. Eggplant plant balls? Egg plant balls? What's the other word for eggplant? I think we should call it by that. Followed by plant balls. Thank you. Aubergine plant balls. Now you've got to put plant in there. So we can differentiate that they're not meatballs. Uber balls. Insidious sewer. Is their price surging on the balls when they're in high demand? This door is locked. Can't be opened from this side. Okay. So we'll end up crawling out of the sewer at some stage. There's a lot of contraction when the market cools. Nice. Oh man, I thought it was a painting. Did you ever hear of Saint Steve? Not many people have anymore, but he was famous when I was a child. He was a gate guard, and legend has it that in the Great Siege, Steve killed 50 heathens by himself. He was important in the Battle of Giant Wood. That must have been in Dickburshire, the Giant Wood. That can't be the Steve I know. I don't know if Steve was the thief. Right, so that's just going to head straight into town, right? You're in a retail store many years ago, someone went on the intercom and said, testicles. I repeat, testicles. That is all. There's probably just someone who knew how to use the intercom that didn't work there, maybe. Great item. Right, did I just walk straight out again? So here's a good game design tip for anyone that's aspiring game design. When you have lots of small loading levels, what you can do is keep the previous one loaded and don't do the unloading. That way, in this case, if a player goes out to one and they go, oh, actually, I want to go back, they can just go straight back. And then you've got 2 levels loaded, so it's a straight up transition between 2. After the plague appeared in town, the doctor dedicated his life and soul to stopping it and helped the infected. I can't help but feel that he doubts the goddess and himself. He's been to the hall before, but I just can't be kind to him. How do you trust someone who always hides behind a mask? The doctor isn't well liked here. I feel dizzy, nauseous. Am I infected? It's getting worse. I need to pray. Also forward loading for areas that you're close to. They can do wonders as well. The Shimmer Church taxes us and pushes us to donate what little money. They have so much power, but what have they ever really done for us? Nothing. The longer a place goes without being cleansed, the filthier it becomes, and its filth evil may hide. Dawn sent you here. Finally, I've been waiting forever. Preparing solutions is so relaxing. Watching all kinds of materials come together to form something new is fascinating. Making medicine takes time. I need to go back to Maye Hall workshop for some supplies. Why don't you take a look around? Okay. Take the medicine from Carlos at the Maye Hall workshop. We'll get to there in a minute. I quite like Dawn. She's clever, sharp, pretty, and all her arguments all seem reasonable. Those madmen just believe the doctor's theories without question. Pray and be devoted to the light. That is the only true answer. Family, friends, entire lives all gone. The rest of us gathering here, begging for the comfort of others. I make new friends, then the plague takes them too. So soon. How does one even survive in such a crazy world? I don't want to live my life hiding here like an ant. Deep questions. Black blade. This blade glows with weird light. If we can get assistance from the great deity, the darkness can be eliminated. The sacred legacy hides within the sacred wood, waiting. When the bones and blood are resonating, the sacred wood will heave, and the great deity advance with light. Sorry to keep you waiting. Please take this back to the asylum. And by the way, did you know there are 2 gates to the hall? The east gate goes to village, and the west gate goes to town. The correct door could save you some time. The statue of the Shimmer Goddess is so vivid, I've lost hours staring at it. I love the beauty of its universal despite religious differences, right? Well, that and it's like a 40-foot lady that's like in a sheet, you know, like man's got needs. Let's head back to the asylum. I see you there, Kizra. Oh, you brought the medicine. Fantastic. You already met Dawn, didn't you? Did she bother you? I don't know why scholars have to talk like everyone else is an idiot. Anyway, knowing I don't need to go deal with her helps a lot. Thanks. Oh, I took these shimmer stones from the church. I hope these materials help. Small shimmer stones and stuff. I got a running around achievement. Do you remember when we went to the waterfall and asked you to climb that high gable for a special flower? We got in so much trouble. No, I don't really remember. You have a bad memory, Leila. You must have worked too hard on Vigilant training. I used those flowers to make a small ring, remember? I think I remember the ring. We ended up forgetting the withered flower ring under a tree. A dog found the ring and followed us until we got home. Remember? It's dangerous outside of town. Be careful. The Salt and Sanctuary graphic update is pretty. It is. The maps are much smaller though. Alright. I'm gonna go do something else then, I guess. Where to go? Where to go? What are we thinking, chat? We had, the only place we could head was there, off to that side of the village, so I think that's where we're going to go. And the only way we could get there is by running, which means we've got to run all the way there. I guess that's what we're doing. I don't know. I'm gonna... Is there a thing along the way? There is a thing there, so we'll save it that one. Oh, we can go to the church. But I think we want to go to the flooded area. We've got... No one's told us to go to the church yet. Hey, Dolce, how you doing? What do you guys think? Should we go to... Well, the church is here. Let's save first. Can't be open from this side. I don't recall that being a door. The cemetery is shut down by the church due to some disturbance. Anyone volunteer to clean the cemetery, please contact Captain Atlas at the outpost. I wonder if that's going to be an option. Nothing came up in the notes. Check the library. There's been, I mean, not for armor. There's a couple other weapons that I can have, but I haven't seen the point, really. I like this one as well. Welcome to the library. Do you like books? Books are the most wonderful things in the world. Do you know that being a guard used to be a prestigious job? Of course, this was during the age of the Empire. You mean the Glorious Guard? You know of them. I thought they'd all been forgotten. I suppose the most worthwhile knowledge never truly dies. I know someone who also cares about the story. My ancestor cared a great deal. He even took on the mantle of the Guard despite their reduced social standing. Seems like you're familiar with the Glorious Guard. I apologize if I was offensive. You just didn't strike me as the bookish type. And to be honest, I'm not. A man named Duran told me all about them. Do you jest? That's my ancestor's name. Would you like to hear his story? As a successor to the Glorious Guard, my ancestor Duran saved our hometown from great danger. At some point, he married a wise and skilled sorceress known as Isabella. After many battles and long journeys, they returned to Maye together and rebuilt the long-abandoned library. Proof of their love survives in the ring I wear on my neck. I'm sure they'd be proud that you maintain the library to tell their story. I like to think so. It's so nice to speak to someone who appreciates my ramblings. There's only been religious fanatics and sick people for so long. Finally, there's someone who understands me. If you ever find yourself in need, I won't hesitate to help. I appreciate that. If I need help with books, you're the first person I'll call on. You know, I think it's time for me to branch out and follow the path of my ancestors. I believe I will head into the world and make my mark. Farewell, Vigilant, and thank you for your aspiring words. I hope we meet again. Bye. Give monies. Thank you. Hey, you got a painting. The townspeople of Maye used to mine in secret caves behind the mountain, but they've been closed since the incident. Great civilizations are built on advanced drainage systems. Maye sewer is a prime example. Their complex sewer network can collect, discharge and deposit it safely into the ocean. Revived by the support from Royal Court, the harbour outside Maye has become a vibrant trading post. The streets are full of vendors selling exotic wares, food, spices and beautiful jewellery. There's one day in autumn when the moon shines brighter than any other day of the year. The moonlight reflects on the lake with the same beauty as the twin Satyr sisters, the goddess of beauty. I don't know if that's Shimmer Day. No, that guy did not seem well prepared. Alright, so into the cemetery then, maybe? Never mind, we have no reason to be here. But we do have harbour quests, so we're just going to have a little sneaky poke around. Actually, we'll go this way first. Oh, you can't go that way. Alright. Remember these guys? This is oh, look at those ones. I'm assuming we'll get a quest to go here. There's no people to talk to, so I'm not going to hang around. Oh, I could have teleported though. Can I teleport? Teleport to outskirts of Maye. Or just run to outskirts of Maye. Or roll to outskirts of Maye. It's saying that the save point is here, but the save point is like to the left of our location. Because the save point in the first section is here, right? Which is where we are at the map now, but the save point's clearly not here. So it doesn't update with when the time rolls forward. It's a feature. Actually better off going down from the waterfall. Wasted town. Hopefully we can find a boss or something. That'd be cool.